All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're kicking off something really big, a tremendous new series. We're diving deep into the One Bad Day series from DC Comics, starting with the one, the only, Batman, One Bad Day, the Riddler. This comic, let me tell you, it's a very interesting book. Some people say it's brilliant, but some say it's a total joke. But we're going to break it all down page by page. So let's get into it. So you open this tremendous comic, and what do you see? Right there on the very first page, it's a total disaster. You've got this regular guy, John Oates, just minding his own business. A very good person, not like some of the radical lunatics we see today, always causing trouble, who should be in jail, frankly. Anyways, he's talking on his phone, thinking about dinner, and then, bam, the Riddler, this supposed genius, this guy who thinks he's so clever with his little puzzles and traps. He just walks up and shoots him like a dog. No riddle beforehand, no elaborate setup, no beautiful, intricate contraption with a timer ticking down. Just a cheap shot. What a dick move. It's very you. It's very un-Riddler. And he doesn't even run. He just stands there, totally exposed, waiting for the police to come pick him up. It's like he wants to get caught. A total weakling move, honestly. Batman, he's looking at this scene on his Bat computer, and he's totally baffled. He's thinking, this isn't him. This isn't how he operates. Where's the riddle? Where's the challenge? He's trying to figure out the angle, because there has to be an angle, right? But this is just blunt, uncharacteristic. It's a completely different guy, and frankly, for a character known for his mind games, this immediate, no-frills violence is a disappointment. It's almost like he didn't know what else to do. Sad. Low energy, okay? Very low energy from a guy who claims to be a criminal mastermind. He's about as intimidating as a wet noodle. Then the comic, it takes a turn, a very unflattering turn for our villain, Edward Nygma. We go back in time, many pages dedicated to this, to young Edward in school. And this is where you really start to understand what kind of loser he was from the start. His father, a very strict man, a headmaster. Probably too tough on him, honestly. Not a great way to raise a kid. But frankly, his kid is a massive embarrassment, okay? So he's literally beating this child if he doesn't get perfect scores. It's a very difficult environment. You can see that. And there's this teacher. He's giving out these really tough, really clever riddles, the kind that make you think, that challenge you. But young Edward, the Riddler, he can't solve them. He's just too stupid. He tries, he struggles. You see the effort, but he keeps failing. And his father, he's just brutal. So what does Edward do? He starts cheating. That's right, he finds ways to get the answers, to trick the system. He has to win, he has to be the best, he has to be right, but he can't do it honestly. He even has this line, very telling, where he says, I can't afford to be wrong, ever. He doesn't even cheat. Well, his teacher figures it out immediately. So fast, it's embracing. He tells young Edward that he has to tell his father. So Edward does the totally reasonable and calm thing here. He kicks him in the back of the head, then proceeds to viciously slam his head into the concrete until he kills his professor to keep from his dad finding out what a loser he is. It's a very clear origin story, a very pathetic origin for why he's so obsessed with being right, with being the smartest. He's a fraud, always has been right from childhood. You can really see his insecurity here, that desperate need for validation. Pathetic. A total chump from day one. Now, flash forward again, and the Riddler is in Arkham, of course. Where else would a guy like him end up? Probably should have been there much, much sooner. A real disgrace to society. But even in Arkham, this guy is still playing his sick games. He's in solitary, right? Confined, supposed to be isolated, but he's talking, always talking, just like some people we know, never shutting up, always trying to control the narrative. And the other inmate, Film Freak, a very unstable character, probably a nut job, someone clearly vulnerable, and the Riddler with just his words, with nothing but his voice. He's so devious, so unprincipled, it's disgusting. He manipulates this poor idiot. He says things like, the only true escape is to let go of everything, to transcend. What a load of garbage. He's twisting Film Freak's mind, making him believe that killing himself is the only way to beat the system, to win, to achieve some kind of ultimate victory. And Film Freak, a total sucker for this kind of manipulation. He falls for it tragically. He kills himself right there in Arkham. Batman, he's watching this security footage, reviewing the tapes from Arkham, and he's piecing it together. He's realizing this isn't about physical power. This is about pure intellectual cruelty. It's very chilling, very calculated, and frankly, a disgusting display from a supposed genius who preys on the weak, a total scumbag. He's a nasty piece of work. As Batman keeps digging, searching for answers, talking to various people and inmates, he finds this other prisoner, some low-level criminal, probably a nobody who thought he was important, who's involved in the John Oates murder, but only on the fringes. And this guy, he's absolutely terrified of the Riddler. He whispers something to Batman, a secret, a terrible secret, about the Riddler's past. And then Batman, with this new information, goes directly to the Riddler's cell, confronts him face to face. He tells him very directly, I know about your mother, Edward. I know what you did to her. He reveals explicitly that Edward Nygma's birth mother was a prostitute, and that the Riddler, much later in his life, murdered her. It's a very dark, very personal attack on the Riddler's core. But the Riddler, this cold-hearted character, he just shrugs it off, almost bored. He's like, oh, that old thing? Not a big deal. He's completely unfazed, a true sociopath with no remorse. This guy, he's got no class, absolutely no class, a real degenerate. And then, right there, the Riddler drops the ultimate bombshell. He leans in with this incredible smugness, a look that says he thinks he's just won the whole game. He says, very casually, I've known your secret, Bruce, for years, since the beginning. And Batman, he's frozen. You can see the shock, the disbelief, the pure agony on his face as this biggest secret is exposed. The Riddler then lays down the new law, a very dangerous, very precise law, a set of rules for their new game. He says very calmly, if you ever, and I mean ever, lay a hand on me again, a random person will die, someone totally innocent, and you'll know it's because of you. It's a trap. A mental trap designed to neutralize Batman completely, to make his own moral code his greatest weakness. It's a cowardly move, really. Hiding behind innocent people, using them as shields, a total chicken shit strategy from a guy who claims to be a genius. He can't fight fair, so he cheats. He's a loser. Finally, the comic goes to the big climax, the Riddler. He's somehow out of Arkham now, probably because some judge was a weakling and let him out. Can't trust anyone these days. Frankly, they're all compromised. And he's not just robbing banks or blowing things up. No, he's running Gotham in a very different way. He's built this massive, complicated network of informants, of secrets all across the city. He knows everything about everyone. He's got leverage on the police commissioner, on the mayor, on the governor. Everyone in power is under his thumb. He's controlling the city through sheer psychological terror. He even says, very confidently, I don't need a costume or a fight. I have knowledge. And that's true power. What a phony. He's just a bully with information. A real sleazebag. Batman is pushed to his absolute breaking point, staring at this new Gotham, this city utterly controlled by a man who knows all its secrets. The final pages are tense, showing Batman isolated, burdened, contemplating this impossible choice, this moral dilemma. Does he break his one rule? Does he sacrifice someone, an innocent, to stop this new, terrifying Riddler? It leaves you hanging, in a way. Batman comes for him in the end, but it doesn't show us what happens, only that the Dark Knight finds the Riddler and shows that he is truly the smarter of them. Batman has tremendous brains. All right, folks, that's our deep dive into Batman One Bad Day, the Riddler. What do you think? Is this genius Riddler really all that smart, or just another overrated villain with a lot of dirty laundry? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next video in the One Bad Day series. We've got more coming, believe me. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.